Let's start. Unit 34. Number 1. Because elephant groups break up and reunite very frequently, for instance, in response to variation in food availability, reunions are more important in elephant society than among primates. And the species has evolved elaborate greeting behaviors, the form of which reflects the strength of the social bond between the individuals, much like how you might merely shake hands with a long-standing acquaintance but hug a close friend you have not seen in a while, and maybe even tear up. Elephants may greet each other simply by reaching their trunks into each other's mouths, possibly equivalent to a human peck on the cheek. However, after long absences, members of family and bond groups greet one another with incredibly theatrical displays. The fact that the intensity reflects the duration of the separation as well as the level of intimacy suggests that elephants have a sense of time as well. To human eyes, these greetings strike a familiar chord. I'm reminded of the joyous reunions so visible in the arrivals area of an international airport terminal. Unit 34. Number 2. We cannot predict the outcomes of sporting contests, which vary from week to week. This heterogeneity is a feature of sport. It is the uncertainty of the result and the quality of the contest that consumers find attractive. For the sport marketer, this is problematic, as the quality of the contest cannot be guaranteed, no promises can be made in relations to the result and no assurances can be given in respect of the performance of star players. Unlike consumer products, sport cannot and does not display consistency as a key feature of marketing strategies. The sport marketer therefore must avoid marketing strategies based solely on winning, and must instead focus on developing product extensions such as the facility, parking, merchandise, souvenirs, food, and beverages rather than on the core product, that is, the game itself. Unit 34 Exercises. Number 01. Suppose that one night you and your spouse are preparing dinner. Suppose, 2, that midway through the preparations, your spouse discovers that you forgot to buy the dinner's most important ingredient. Suppose then that your spouse grabs the car keys, curls a lip, frowns at you, and hisses, "I'm going to the store." Nearly everyone with an intact brain would understand two things about the words just uttered. First, your spouse is heading to the supermarket. Second, your spouse is angry. Your left hemisphere figured out the first part, that is, it decoded the sounds and syntax of your spouse's words and arrived at their literal meaning. But your right hemisphere understood the second aspect of this exchange, that the ordinarily neutral words "tm going to the store" weren't neutral at all. The frowning eyes and the hiss of the voice signal that your spouse is angry. Unit 34. Number 02. When you drive to work you don't notice the traffic lights. You know some part of your mind was attending to them, along with other road users and the speed limit, but you often can't specifically remember doing so. In one study led by habit researcher Wendy Wood, participants reported exactly this vagueness about their habitual behavior. Wendy Wood. While they were hanging out, watching TV, or brushing their teeth, they reported thinking about what they were doing only 40% of the time. TV, 40%. It's one of the major benefits of a habit. It allows us to zone out and think about something else, like planning a trip on the weekend. Habits allow the conscious part of our minds to wander while our unconscious gets on with those tedious repetitious behaviors. Habits help protect us from decision fatigue, the fact that the mere act of making decisions depletes our mental energy. Whatever can be done automatically frees up our processing power for other thoughts. The end. Good job.